Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope you guys are doing well. Is my voice okay? I'm thirsty, so, but there is no water source nearby. Yeah, I hope your day is going well. Where should I start? Ooh, my family went on a trip the other day without me, and I was alone for 2 days straight. Well, I was mostly alone, and it was good, but it made me realize something about myself, which is bad habits are easy to let go of. I don't know why, but I think I had this latent belief that my family's holding me back in some way, but really I'm the one who's holding myself back, because when they left, I went to bed that night, I woke up in the morning, and I persisted in my bad habits. Like, it was regular for me to do what I normally do, which I don't want to do, and I recognize as unhealthy coping mechanisms, I guess. Well, I don't know if it's a coping mechanism or if it's just a bad habit, because I don't know what I'm trying to cope with. So calling it a coping mechanism is sort of not the right way to describe it, but I don't know. Is there anything I'm trying to cope with? I feel like I'm way past caring about people's perception of me. But here I am alone because I don't want to see people. I don't want to see people, and I don't want them seeing me doing this. So I don't know. Am I trying to cope with the fact that I'm kind of that I appear afraid of people? Because the truth is, I don't really care about people and what they say about me, but I go to great lengths to get away from them. So, is this kind of a coping mechanism? I don't know. I think that getting away from people is something sort of an inherent desire in me. Like, ever since I was a child, I remember wanting to disappear and get away from humanity as much as I possibly could. And obviously I can't survive without people. We all need each other. It's all connected. We're interconnected. And yeah, as much as I say that I don't like people and I want to get away from them, I recognize that we all need each other. And I don't know, maybe in Jannah I'll get that, you know. And I don't know if you read my blog, but I did talk about my Jannah to-do list on an article I wrote a while back, and I think one of my lists on my Jannah to-do list is, one of the things on my to-do list is to get away from people. As soon as I enter Jannah, inshallah, I'm asking Allah, like, Ya Allah, I need some time alone. I have to sort of, you know, take in everything I went through in this life, you know. And it's not like everything is bad, and the entire life that I've been given and the years that I've existed on this planet were not all horrible, but you know, somewhere, and I definitely wanted to get away from that. And I guess that's what coping is, you know. You go through something and you try to get away from that thing as much as you possibly can. You try to distance yourself from it. Yeah, you try to distance yourself from it, either physically or emotionally. Yeah, I think that's what coping is, and I think everyone does that to some extent. Some of them are healthy and no one talks about it, and they're like, oh yeah, this is great, you're a good person. And then there are people who cope in quote unquote unhealthy ways. I don't know, some of the ways people cope with stuff are definitely unhealthy, but I don't know, some of them are in the gray area. And I feel like the way when I was talking about how my family left me and I persisted in the bad habit, I was talking about me waking up and just binge watching a show the entire day, not praying on time, barely praying, and yeah, just watching a show, eating, sleeping, praying sometimes, and yeah, and my family left me, and as soon as they left, I was mostly alone, and I was like, why do I keep doing this? I can just stop. And it's not like it's easier said than done, but yeah, this is my life, and I don't want anyone to ruin my life, even myself, you know. So if I have to go to jihad against myself and my bad habits, then I have to be headstrong about it and not give in to my unhealthy coping mechanisms. So, yeah. There has been an ayah on my mind for the past few days. Let me read it to you. I'm gonna read the entire, the ayahs that come before the ayah. It's in Surah An-Najm. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأنه هو أضحك وأبكى وأنه هو أمات وأحيا وأنه خلق الزوجين الذكر والأنثى من نطفة إذا تمنى وأن عليه النشأة الأخرى وأنه هو أغنى وأقنى وأنه هو رب الشعرى. صدق الله العظيم. I think that's the ayah, yeah, the last one. وأنه هو رب الشعرى. Do you guys know what it means? Okay, let me explain what it means, because I looked into it, and I don't know, some of you probably know this, but for those of you who, for like the 1.5% that doesn't know this what this ayah means, I will explain it. وَأَنَّهُ هُوَ رَبُّ الشُّعَرَاء is, it translates to, and he is the Lord of Ash-Shu'ara. And you might have a follow-up question and say, what is Ash-Shu'ara? You might say, who is Ash-Shu'ara? And I'd probably say, it's not a who, it's a what. And Ash-Shu'ara is serious. And then you're probably gonna have another follow-up question, and you're gonna be like, what is serious? And when I say serious, I'm not saying like serious, like S-E-R-I-O-U-S. I'm saying serious, which is S-I-R-I-U-S. And it is a star in the night sky. And I googled it the other day, and it said something about it being the brightest star in the night sky. And it's close to, it's apparently called the dog star because it's near Orion, and Orion is a constellation that's shaped like a guy. And beside Orion is Sirius, which apparently is shaped like a dog, so that's why it's called the dog star. What else is it? I think it's also called the morning star. But yeah, so that ayah was on my mind for the past few days, and I've been thinking about it, and I was like, I've been reflecting and thinking, and yeah, one of the questions I asked myself was, why would Allah say this ayah, especially to the people in its time? And when I'm talking about the people in that time, I'm talking about Quraish and the pagans of Mecca. So apparently, if you guys didn't know, it's not apparently, but it's actually, a real thing. The people of Quraish used to worship the moon and the stars and a bunch of asnam, the biggest one of them being Hubal, apparently the moon god. And Sirius, the sky, the star in the sky, was one of the things they used to worship. I don't have Google. I don't need Google. Let me just try to explain what I know about this topic. So yeah, they used to worship the moon, and apparently the moon in Arabic it's called Qamar, and they used to they had this sanam called Hubal, which was the moon god, and they believed that the moon god was superior to the sun. And Qamar is actually a masculine word. They thought the moon, it was mostly a patriarchal society. So yeah, the moon was masculine, and the moon was superior to the Shams, the sun. Now you might be wondering, what does the moon and sun have to do with Sirius, Ash-Shu'ara? Well, I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And I don't think I've done a great job explaining it, but yeah, they used to worship this. I can't remember the last time I've seen a star in the sky. Who do I have to blame for that? Well, urban planning, the government, capitalism, because Oh, when is the last time I've seen a night sky full of stars? I genuinely can't remember. And that sucks, bro. And I think this has something to do with the environment and how we're currently treating it. Like, I'm sitting on this bench right here, and there's so much trash on the ground behind me, and you guys, we need to do better. We need to take care of, our planet. Allah made us a Khalifa fil Ard, successors to this land, and we need to honor that role, that was given to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can't be throwing trash on the ground. We can't be, not caring about our climate and climate change. And what do I even know about climate? I don't think I know that much about climate change. Well, let me think. Wait. I think I know a thing or two, but I don't know. When I think about the word climate change, I think the concept of climate change, I think of plastic bags. I think of turtles choking on said plastic bags. But I don't think my city, we actually phased out plastic bags in my city, so it's mostly gone now. We don't have plastic straws anymore, and I don't think I even use straws anymore. When I used to go out and actually eat at restaurants and stuff, and they used to give out plastic bags, and I actually, instead of going out to restaurants, I used to order food a lot, and I stopped doing that. So I haven't seen a plastic straw in a minute, because they actually phased that out, and they introduced those little disgusting straws. I don't know what they were made of. I think they were, forgot what they were made of, but they would actually disintegrate as you sipped onto whatever you were sipping onto. How does this relate to plastic bags? Well, yeah, plastic bags and climate change, I think those two, that's what comes to mind when I think of climate change, plastic bags. And why are plastic bags horrible for the environment? Well, a word comes to mind. And that word is biodegradable. Do I even know what that word means? I don't know. Oh, degradable. It's not degrading. Bio. I guess it's not easy to... I guess plastic bags are not easy to disintegrate once we throw them in the trash, and it goes to wherever, trash landmass there is. And it's harmful for the environment, apparently. Well, not apparently, but actually, because it doesn't disintegrate. And that is why it's toxic to our planet. How did I go from talking about Sirius the star to plastic bags? I don't know, but I guess it's all connected. So there's that. Let's see. We're at 19 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know if I have anything else to say. This feels so awkward. Actually, it's only awkward if I say it is awkward, and I don't think it's awkward, so there's that. Yeah, I really want to see the stars in the sky. There's an ayah that just came to mind about the stars, and it's إنا زينا السماء الدنيا بزينة الكواكب وحفظا من كل شيطان مارد. And it means that and the we is referring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have adorned the lowest heaven, which is our sky, بزينة الكواكب, with stars, I think. And for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to adorn our skies with, oh my god, so many beautiful little stars, and it's actually, it's beautiful, you know. And it's a shame that I have been so consumed by my laptop and watching stuff and being locked up inside my room, instead of actually looking to the sky and taking in the stars that have been adorned for me by my Rabb subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know. I don't know, maybe if I go outside the city and go camping. I've never gone camping, and it doesn't, I don't think it would be agreeable to a person like me. I don't know, I hate bugs. I can't do that. I say I love nature, but I wouldn't go camping, like, unless I was forced to go, you know. I personally wouldn't go out of my way to go camping, because first of all, danger. And even if I wanted to go camping, I'd want to go by myself, and if I went by myself, then I'd probably be mauled to death by a bear, and I don't want that happening. I don't know why I just thought really bad about the possibility of me going out camping alone, but I don't know, maybe it would be good. Ooh, bug! See, there's a bug right here. But yeah, maybe it could be good, but I'm not gonna do that now. This is, I think sitting here on this bench surrounded by trees is enough nature for me. And it's actually good, you know, because I'm staring at the sky, at the clear blue sky, and leaves are falling in my face, and it's nice, it's beautiful. But I do wish I could see the stars every once in a while. Yeah. I don't know if I'm taking advantage of the free time I have as much as I possibly can, because I don't do much with my time, even though it's been blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't know, I feel like some people feel like, oh my god, I don't have enough time. I've never been one of those people. Well, I used to be, and I used to say, oh my god, time is running out, I have so much to do and I have so little time. But nowadays I don't feel that way. I feel in sync with nature. And nature, if you have observed it for a minute, is slow to change. It takes a few months for every season to roll in. And summer is coming in. It is the 28th of April, and I am so excited for the summer. I feel like the summer is going to be great, inshallah. It will be great, inshallah. I have this going on, and thank you to whoever is listening to this, by the way. I don't think I've given thanks to you guys. First of all, thank you to Allah. Shout out to God. He's been good to me, alhamdulillah. Yeah, and second of all, thank you to you. To my 2 listeners. I appreciate you guys for listening to this podcast. But yeah, what was I saying earlier? Yeah, the summer's going to be good, inshallah. I actually need to have some plans to make this a great summer, inshallah. And I want to take advantage of the time I have now before it is taken from me. I don't want to be regretful of the way I spent this time. I obviously want to spend it in a way that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but I don't have a clear plan, and I feel like once I do, like I'm gonna take a pen and paper as soon as I go home today, inshallah, to write down exactly what it is that I want to do. Because guys, I stopped watching movies and TV shows and YouTube. My pain point the most was watching K-dramas every single day. And they're not even the shows I'd watch. Their quality, I feel like over time the quality of K-dramas has decreased. And even though I knew I was watching shitty shows, I kept watching it because, you know, habits really stick to a person. And it's been officially, I think, okay, let's just say it's been 48 hours. I'm not going to count today because the day hasn't ended yet. And I'm keeping a streak of how long I can go without numbing myself to this world by watching shows and movies. But yeah, it's been officially 48 hours since I stopped watching stuff on my laptop, alhamdulillah. So that's why I'm actually, you know, I actually want to do something this summer with my time, inshallah. I've never been on a hike. Even though I love walking, I've never been on a hike. Maybe I should go on a hike. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna take a pen and paper, inshallah. And if you guys have any ideas, then you can email it to me or something. Things to do, things a Muslim woman in her 20s could do alone in the summer. That's what your email title should be. Send me a list, because I need ideas. I have plenty, but I feel like I don't know what's stopping me the most. It's not fear of people, it's just being stuck in my own ways, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to stop myself from being the best person I can be in this lifetime, inshallah. Yeah. 30 minutes, guys. I'm actually pushing myself today. I don't know if I have anything else to say, though. I think I'm gonna end it here, inshallah. Yeah. I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you. Bye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.